Today, I thought I'd help everyone out, is to figure out a team for Piggy's next week and which area she should be farming at for the next week. First things first, before we even talk about what team to bring, we need to know which area to attack for Piggy. So first, let's go to our infographic. Thanks to Banana Tanks for making this infographic. It makes it very easy to visualize what Pokemon will be boosted in which area. Number one, don't pick Taupe Hollow because it's just Jigglypuff. It's so lonely at Taupe Hollow. I don't know why they made Taupe Hollow suck so much for this event. Unless you really, really want Jigglypuff, which you shouldn't, because you should be aiming for Igglybuff, so that you can get the full evolution effects and benefits. So let's rule Taupe Hollow out for pretty much everyone. A question of, what do you want, Piggy?
I want all of them.
Okay, so the only berry specialist in this event is Chikorita, because berry specialists remain to be the top meta of this game. So if you haven't got one of every typing to cover each area, so for example, having a Chikorita to cover for your Lakeside over here, or you can also catch it at Lakeside, then you would struggle for good drowsy power of that week. So if you don't have a good Chikorita, definitely go for Chikorita. So it's a question of whether you should hit up Greengrass, Cyan Beach, or Lakeside if you're after Chikorita. What do you think about Chikorita, Piggy?
I like it.
Okay, so you don't have a good one, right? For Chikorita?
Not really.
No?
Let me see.
So the second question is, Lakeside will be good because you also get a chance to encounter the new Pokemon, remember? Stufful, Dratini, and so on. But they actually get a relatively reduced spawn rate. That's how I understand it, because all of these Pokemon will spawn. So, you know, you get the benefit of encountering them, but they're actually at a reduced rate. So you want to be focusing on Chikorita anyway.
So I have this Bayleaf.
Okay, that's decent. What's the nature like? Yeah, that's acceptable, but we would hope to get a Berry Finding S.
Yeah.
Instead. So you could have Lakeside or Cyan Beach. Do you have a good team for Cyan Beach, and how good is your team for Lakeside? If we're focusing purely on Chikorita, then it's important to consider which area you'll do better at.
So that's my Lakeside team. It's not very good. I haven't been to Lakeside.
So it's gonna be, because it's gonna be guaranteed to be desserts, using a salad farmer is gonna suck, so not ideal for this one. But is this a good Pokemon? Yeah, but you don't need salad, so you probably won't run that one. Pikachu is your main berry specialist, so you'll carry that over. Wiggly is good because of the honey, but you have oil, which is not as needed for Lakeside. And then, again, another salad farmer. Not much milk, cacao, honey.
Oh, because it's dessert.
It's guaranteed dessert. And then Charizard, again, nothing for dessert. You're not great for Lakeside because all your farmers are curry or salads. So for Cyan Beach, let's take a look. So again, Raichu's good because gingers are used a little bit. Apple's fine, we can use a lot of that. Mushrooms not really needed unless you do Neroli's tea. This one's alright, Glaceon, good boy, but that's the ice type.
Yeah,
so
I think I messed it up. I think I adjusted it for like the events, and then I didn't change it back.
So Blastoise good, so you want to run Blastoise. So because Blastoise is more tailored to Cyan Beach, I'd say go to Cyan Beach. You get double the power from that Blastoise Oran Berry. So that's a good start, and then you don't need this one. Let's swap out your Cyan Beach team and see what we can build. Let's take out, say, Gengar,
Yeah.
unless you cook Neroli's tea.
Yeah.
And then we should go with something like, well, Wiggly at least has honey. So you could run Wiggly, so let's put that in. Blastoise we're leaving in.
You don't need Glaceon, probably.
We don't need Glaceon, but Glaceon actually does have some ingredients that you could use, like milk and cacao. So same as Blastoise, so actually also good. We'll leave it in for now. Let's change out Dugtrio first. So the only thing you're really missing would be like either apples. So Raticate is actually good here. It's not favorite berry, but still better than nothing. Beans aren't really used for desserts. So Dodrio, even though it will very much help you with the power, so you should use Dodrio, you won't get much from ingredients on it. Having said that, there's not many other choices. I mean, what are you gonna use? Bayleaf, that's again cacao, but you're hoping to catch a better Chikorita. How about Caterpie? So again, look, make it level 30 and it's again back to tomatoes, so not a lot of benefit there. So we're kind of in a bind. So I would say go with Dodrio. So at least you get berry power where you don't get ingredient power. Dishes at 1.5 times the power. This next week, you still want to be able to cook dishes, but this is sort of the team I would go with. You could swap out Glaceon because you don't really need the expand pot if you can't even farm enough ingredients, which is a little bit of a concern in your case. EB, swap out for apples if you need more apples. Swap out Glaceon for Raticate because your Raticate is decent. Yeah, it's quite decent. So Raticate is a good choice there as well. So that's what I would do. Rotate Raticate in with your team members as you need if you need more apples and so on. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Of course, Piggy has Nightcap Pikachu as well, which also does Cacao and Apple, which is great because that's all you need. One more thing is you have a chance of getting Pinsir, which you might want. Pinsir's great for dessert, so maybe you can swap in Pinsir halfway through if you get a good one. Unlikely though, because it's very hard to catch Pinsir. They all have a shiny chance, of course, then you will guarantee the catch. I'll be at Snowdrop looking for Absol, personally. If you want Absol, then you should go to Snowdrop. But if you want Chikorita, which is priority in my opinion, you should go to Cyan Beach in your case.
Okay.
Because your team for Lakeside is not really prepared.
Alright.
Not until you got a good Chikorita, which you don't at this stage. You could use the Bayleaf, but not ideal. Any questions, Piggy?
No.
All right, let's go.